The stadium was loud, but inside Arjun's heart there was silence. It was his first match with the local club, and he knew no one. Everyone already had their friends, their partners, their inside jokes. He felt like an outsider in his own dream. As he tied his pads, he looked up and saw Rafi, calm, confident, and smiling. "You ready, rookie?" Rafi said, tossing him a ball. That small moment of kindness was the start of something that would change everything. When the first over began, the sun burned bright over the pitch. Arjun missed his first 2 deliveries, the crowd sighed, and doubt crawled into his chest. But then, from the other end, Rafi's voice came, "Don't think. Just play." Something about those words pulled him back. The next ball came fast, and Arjun swung. The sound of leather meeting wood echoed across the field. 6 runs. The entire team cheered, but what mattered most was Rafi's grin. That was the first moment he felt close to someone through the game. Days turned into weeks, and matches came and went. Sometimes they won, sometimes they lost. But between every inning, every sweaty handshake, every shared bottle of water, a bond grew. Rafi taught Arjun how to play with patience. Arjun reminded Rafi how to play with passion. Cricket was no longer just a sport. It became their language, a silent rhythm that made them understand each other without words. One day, a storm arrived on match day. The sky was dark, the field was soaked, and the crowd started leaving. But their team stayed. Arjun and Rafi looked at each other and smiled. "Let's play anyway," Arjun said. They batted in the rain, slipping, laughing, soaked to the bone. That day, it didn't matter if they scored runs or not. It was about the joy of being there, side by side, doing what they loved. Months later, Rafi got selected for the regional team. Everyone celebrated, but Arjun felt a strange emptiness. When Rafi came to say goodbye, he said, "You made me better, brother." Arjun smiled through his pride and pain. "You made me believe," he replied. They hugged under the floodlights, the same ones that had once made Arjun feel alone. Now, they felt warm, like friendship, like family. A year passed, and Arjun stood again on the same field, this time as captain. The new players were nervous, just like he once was. Before the match began, he looked at a young boy struggling to put on his gloves. Arjun walked over and said, "You ready, rookie?" The boy smiled. History repeated itself, not in runs or records, but in connection. Cricket isn't just about the bat and ball. It's about laughter between overs, shared dreams under the floodlights, and unspoken support when you fall. Through every match, every cheer, and every failure, you find someone who understands you without saying a word. Kisi say Kareeb Hona doesn't always happen through big moments, it happens in the small ones. The glance after a boundary. The pat on the back after a dropped catch. The silent nod when words fail. That's what makes the game eternal. And as the final over ended, and Arjun looked around at his team celebrating together, he realized something beautiful. You don't play cricket just to win. You play to find the people who make you feel alive. Because in every game, there's a chance to come closer to someone, to find friendship, to build trust, and to discover your heart through the sound of a bat hitting a ball. That's what cricket truly is. A journey of connection. A story of hearts meeting through passion. A reminder that sometimes, the game doesn't just make you better, it makes you closer.